Yo, what's up everybody, Dr. Mike here, and listen, I know you're trying to get healthy, trying to reach your fitness goals. You see all these athletes and influencers hawking the latest and greatest supplements, and you think, hey, maybe that's the missing piece. But let me tell you, as a doctor, the supplement industry is filled with more BS than well, you get the idea. They prey on your desire for a quick fix, for that magic pill, but the truth is, most of this stuff is just expensive pee. You're literally flushing money down the toilet. Today, we're cutting through the crap, exposing the biggest supplement scams out there, and I'm going to give you the straight facts on what actually works, backed by science, not marketing hype. Stick around because I'm going to expose one of the most overrated supplements that millions of people are still buying, and why you should avoid it at all costs. Alright, let's talk BCAAs, or branched chain amino acids. Now, amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and your muscles need them to recover and grow. So, BCAAs sound good in theory, right? The problem is there are only 3 of the 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build muscle. Think of it like this. You're trying to build a house, and BCAAs are like giving you just bricks. You need wood, nails, cement, the whole 9 yards. Studies have shown that while BCAAs might reduce muscle soreness, they don't actually lead to more muscle growth compared to getting enough protein from whole foods or a quality protein powder. And guess what? If you're already eating enough protein, which you should be if you're serious about your fitness, you're already getting all the BCAAs you need. So, save your money and skip the BCAAs. Instead, focus on hitting your daily protein target through foods like lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, and lentils. And if you're struggling to get enough protein through your diet alone, a good protein powder can help fill the gaps. I'll link my favorite one down below. It's third-party tested for purity and actually tastes good, unlike some of that chalky stuff out there. Remember, building muscle is about more than just BCAAs. You need a complete amino acid profile, and you need to be training hard and consistently. So ditch the overpriced BCAAs and invest in real food and proper training. Let's talk about fat burners, those pills and powders that promise to melt away fat like magic. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but there's no such thing as a magic fat-burning pill. Most of these products are just glorified caffeine pills with a fancy label and a hefty price tag. They might contain ingredients like green tea extract, CLA, or L-carnitine, but the research on these ingredients is either inconclusive or shows minimal effects at best, especially when it comes to actual fat loss. Here's the hard truth. Fat loss comes down to one thing, and one thing only, a calorie deficit. That means you need to be burning more calories than you're consuming. No pill or powder can change that basic principle of thermodynamics. Now I know some of you might be thinking, but Dr. Mike, what about the energy boost? Doesn't that help me burn more calories? Sure, caffeine can give you a temporary energy boost which might help you push a little harder in the gym, but you can get the same effect from a cup of coffee or a plain caffeine pill, which costs a fraction of the price of those fancy fat burners. So, what's the bottom line? Don't waste your money on fat burners. Instead, focus on what actually works. A healthy diet and regular exercise. And if you need an energy boost, stick to good old-fashioned caffeine. Let's talk about multivitamins, those colorful pills that promise to fill in all the nutritional gaps in your diet. Now, the idea of a single pill that provides all the essential vitamins and minerals sounds great in theory. But the reality is, most cheap multivitamins are poorly absorbed by your body and contain synthetic forms of vitamins that your body doesn't use effectively. Think of it like this. You're trying to fuel your car, and a multivitamin is like putting in cheap low-grade gasoline. Sure, it might technically run, but it's not going to perform at its best. Instead of wasting your money on a generic multivitamin, I recommend getting tested for actual deficiencies. Talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian and get your blood work done. This way, you'll know exactly which nutrients your body is lacking and can supplement accordingly with targeted supplements. For example, if you're deficient in iron, you can take an iron supplement. If you're low on vitamin D, you can take a vitamin D supplement. This targeted approach is much more effective than just taking a random multivitamin and hoping for the best. Remember, personalized nutrition is key. What works for one person might not work for another, so get your levels checked and supplement based on your individual needs. Chapter 4. Okay, let's talk about a supplement that's actually worth your money. Omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are essential for our bodies, but unfortunately most people don't get enough of them through their diet alone. Omega-3s, specifically EPA and DHA, are primarily found in fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines. But let's be real, how many of us are eating enough fish every single day? Now, why are omega-3s so important? Well, for starters, they're powerful anti-inflammatories, meaning they help reduce inflammation throughout the body. Chronic inflammation has been linked to a whole host of health problems, from heart disease to cancer to Alzheimer's disease. Omega-3s also play a crucial role in brain health. DHA in particular is a major structural component of our brain cells and is essential for cognitive function, memory, and mood. And if that wasn't enough, omega-3s have also been shown to improve heart health by lowering blood pressure, reducing triglycerides, and improving cholesterol levels. So if you're not eating fatty fish at least twice a week, I highly recommend supplementing with a high-quality omega-3 supplement. Look for one that contains both EPA and DHA, as these are the most beneficial forms of omega-3s. I'll link my favorite brand down below. It's sustainably sourced, third-party tested for purity, and doesn't have that fishy aftertaste. Chapter 5. Alright, let's talk about another essential nutrient that many people are deficient in, vitamin D. Now you might be thinking, but Dr. Mike, can't we just get enough vitamin D from the sun? Well, ideally, yes. When our skin is exposed to sunlight, it produces vitamin D. However, there are a few problems with relying solely on sunlight for our vitamin D needs. First, many of us live in areas with limited sunlight, especially during the winter months. Second, we're often told to wear sunscreen to protect our skin from harmful UV rays, which can block vitamin D production. And third, as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D. So, what's the solution? Well, supplementing with vitamin D can be incredibly beneficial. Vitamin D plays a vital role in calcium absorption, which is crucial for strong bones and teeth. It also supports immune function, helps regulate mood, and may even play a role in reducing the risk of certain cancers. Studies have shown that over 40% of the population is deficient in vitamin D, so it's definitely something worth getting checked. You can ask your doctor for a simple blood test to check your levels. If you are deficient, supplementing with vitamin D3 is a safe and effective way to bring your levels up. And here's a pro tip. Take your vitamin D supplement with a meal that contains fat, as this will improve its absorption. Chapter 6. Finally, let's talk about the king of all supplements, creatine monohydrate. Now I know some of you might be hesitant when you hear the word supplement, but trust me on this one. Creatine is one of the most researched and scientifically backed supplements on the market. It's been studied extensively for decades, and the evidence is clear creatine works. So, what exactly does creatine do? Well, in a nutshell, it helps your muscles produce more energy. This translates into increased strength, improved athletic performance, and enhanced muscle growth. Creatine also has cognitive benefits, improving memory, focus, and overall brain function. And the best part? Creatine is incredibly safe and well tolerated by most people. The most common form of creatine, and the one I recommend, is creatine monohydrate. It's the most affordable and effective form, and you don't need any of those fancy blends or added ingredients. Just stick to the basics. Now there are a few things to keep in mind when taking creatine. First, it's important to start with a loading phase of around 20 grams per day for the first week to saturate your muscles. After that, you can maintain your levels with a daily dose of 3 to 5 grams. Second, make sure to drink plenty of water when taking creatine, as it can draw water into your muscles. And finally, listen to your body. If you experience any digestive discomfort, you can try taking creatine with meals or reducing your dosage. Outro. There you have it, guys. The truth about supplements. Remember, a healthy diet and regular exercise are the foundations of a healthy lifestyle. Supplements should complement, not replace, a healthy lifestyle. Before you spend your hard-earned money on the latest and greatest supplement craze, do your research, talk to your doctor, and make sure it's something you actually need, and that's backed by science. Now that you know what's worth your money, check out my next video, where I break down the best diet hacks to maximize muscle growth and fat loss. Like and subscribe for more no BS health advice. Comment below, what's the worst supplement you've ever wasted money on? All the recommended supplements are linked below.